Hello, my friends. Welcome back to the next episode of Minecraft with Brock. And when we left off in the last episode, the last thing that you saw was us taking our first flight with our elytra. Since then, I haven't done much more around the place that I can recall. I've also taken the elytra off temporarily so we can... I want to get the mending and unbreaking and everything on it and get a good enchantment, or XP farm I should say, set up before I rock that thing consistently. Because for today's build, gathering the materials that I need, here's a little sneak peek, primarily all this concrete, I had to venture off quite a ways and I had to find a desert to get all the sand. And the nearest desert was about 2,000-ish blocks away, I want to say, which... you know, for flying there with a just standard elytra without unbreaking or mending, it's gotten pretty worn down. So I think let's take a look at it here. I'm pretty sure it's... I wish it wasn't raining. I wish it wasn't raining right now. So I actually... Okay, so I put mending on it, you see, in the meantime. But I haven't done any repairing yet, and it's already 2/3 of the way used up. So today's build, we are going to get a start... perhaps finish, actually. I mean, we'll see how long it takes, but I want to get working on the Nether portal entrance and actual room itself. So, as I showed earlier, I have some of the materials here that I'll need. I've been doing some testing in creative, and I think that this is mostly what I'll need. I think this should be enough concrete. Hopefully, we'll see. But let's get working on the entranceway first. So I'll take all this and we'll just get a start on, we'll start down here, I guess, so the rain's a little bit quieter. So how is everyone doing? I hope you're doing well. It's been a few days since I last recorded. As I had stated in one of the previous recordings, I was actually moving this last weekend. So I finally have kind of, I'm not gonna say I've finished moving, because when do you ever really finish? It takes a long time to like officially like be done moving, you know. But I'm over the hump now, if that makes sense. So I am at the point where like probably 90% of my belongings are at the new place. So that's, we'll use this one to get a silk touch out of it. So that's good. It feels finally good to be settled down and able to like record again. But yeah, so apart from the busy weekend, I'm pretty excited to get back. I haven't recorded, like I said, in a few days, but I have been like just playing in my creative world and just kind of testing some ideas. Like this was one of them, and I got some pretty cool things planned, I think. I'm not going to go too much in detail. And I've been thinking also a lot about like my base and chatting with some friends and stuff. And I don't know. I don't want to rush anything. You know what I mean? And I don't want to feel pressured that I have to like just build this huge mega base. I mean, I do want to build a huge mega base, but I don't have the greatest idea for what yet it's gonna be. 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, we'll do 5. So like my point is that I don't want to rush myself and build something I'm not ready to build yet. So I think, you know, I'm gonna allow myself just to take my time and just build up the area around here, build whatever I want to build, wherever I want to build it, and just make it look nice and not rush it. And then when I'm ready to, you know, build a bigger base somewhere else and relocate, I can do that. You know what I mean? So how big is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Do every 4 actually, roughly. So yeah, that's where I'm feeling so far. So now that I was able to actually explore out a ways, I'm really happy just to be able to like slow down and like play the game at a pace that I want to, you know what I mean? And that doesn't mean that I'm going to be like doing small projects necessarily. I just feel like I can allot a greater focus to what I'm actually trying to work on for that, you know, episode, if that makes sense. You know, like all these materials, I wouldn't have had the ability to gather them as easily prior to getting the elytra, you know what I mean? Like the project, like just making a nether portal like entrance area isn't necessarily a big project. It's actually, I would say, a pretty like smaller scale project. Do 3 in this one. You know what I mean? It's not a huge project by any means. Just the materials are pretty unique. And yeah, so like I said, I finally had the ability to actually go out and gather them, which has been pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it's been pretty fun. I'm really enjoying things so far. So I'm gonna get work on this a little bit more, and I will cut back in here in a little bit when I've got a bit more progress done. Alright guys, so we made a little bit of progress here, and I had to replace all of these andesite blocks with stairs, I realized, so now I gotta go back and fill these in. But you can see the design here. Oh shoot, it's very straightforward. Basically it's just andesite and nether brick, but oh come on, there we go. Ooh, I'm good. So yeah, it's just a nice combination of andesite and nether brick, and then you know I'm gonna be texturing in some other stone just a little bit because I just can't help myself, you know. Just my go-to. That's bugging me. Whatever. Get over it, Brock. Be a man. Grow up. So let's get this in here, and then I'll do this last side as well while I'm here. Okay, I got it. I was gonna freak out if I didn't get that block, I think. So we're just mining this away. I wanted something that looked obviously like you were going into the nether, and I think this does a good job because this is like a nether fortress. But I wanted some nice contrast, and I think the andesite looks really, the smooth andesite particularly looks really nice. So we're rocking with this for now, and yeah, so you just literally fill in the wall with the nether brick. Oh, iron, I'll take that. Need all that I can get. So yeah, and then I've temporarily destroyed the portal because I would need to move it back like by 12 blocks or so. I didn't really do any math or calculations initially. I just kind of placed it, but that's okay. We have a lot of clearing out to do where the portal's going to actually go. So if we run into a cave system or something, that'll actually make it easier, I would say. It'll just be less we have to dig, and I don't have a beacon yet, obviously, but I'm not worried about that quite yet. We're just going to get these walls in. These walls are also going to be some nether brick, and you know, maybe in the future if they add more blocks that go well with nether brick, like a different type of like burgundy-ish red, maybe I can throw some of that in here. I've tried like bricks, like clay bricks, you know, like the red bricks, and I don't like them at all. So we'll see. In the meantime, I think this looks good though. You know, by all means, it looks really good. Oh, shoot, I should be using the silk touch. Iron, yay! I think, you know, maybe as the series progresses, if I become a better builder, I'll have like an idea, you know what I mean, or something will spark, and I'll know a better block palette for this. But in the meantime, like I said, this is going to work out just fine. It still looks really nice, and then the floor, I believe, we'll do andesite again. So let's put this in here. There you go. So now all that's left to really do is a little bit of texturing, because I am a texturing madman. I'll throw this there. One of these, no. One of these there. I'll shoot for one cobblestone in each of the pillars, randomly placed. How's that? Good? Yeah, I like that. Boom. 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 Just a little bit of depth. And then just randomly cut the floor out. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I like that. Can't forget the ceiling either. Those three? Sure. Oh, no. That could have been bad. Oh, see, I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy, but I think this looks so much better already with the little bit of texturing in here. Oh, gosh. Water takes so long to go away. Go away forever, water. So, come on. So right here is actually going to be a piston door. And no, I'm not doing a tutorial because I suck at redstone. It took me like it took me like an hour and a half to 2 hours in creative mode just to come up with this, you know, relatively simple 3x3 with the open hole center piston door. So we're gonna do that probably last, honestly. Let me finish this. Oh yeah, I forgot this as well. I was messing around with this in my creative world, just like randomly throwing in stairs. Let me know what you think, like different directions of stairs and stuff. All that it does is add like some texture to the wall, like it's like broken in a little bit. I kind of like it. I don't know, it's nothing crazy by any means, but they just put random stairs in random directions and adds a little bit of depth to the wall, but it's like a random. See, like that looks cool. I think it looks cool. I don't know. Random like scattered depth. I like it. So I'm gonna do it. That's how it works around here. If I like it, I do it. I am a grown adult and I make my own decisions. Isn't that how it works? So let's get this in here. Nothing crazy, but I need some up here. Definitely something that I can improve on with my build, just getting more depth involved. But this definitely is a step in the right direction. Come on, no. Let's see, how's this look? That's gotta be andesite, I just realized. And then just a couple more of these. You. I want you to be that. I want you to be that. I want you to be that, actually. You to be that. It's so hard to build on camera. Holy cow, it's so hard to build on camera and like talk. It should be easier on myself, honestly. I'm pretty rough, but yeah, it looks cool. I like that. Cool little entrance. And then so let's talk about the rest of my plans for this build. So next up, really I need to get in here. And how many we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. About 8 blocks in or so. This is gonna be where our portal's gonna be. We'll put a piece of obsidian down for like a little marker. So now I suppose I can start clearing out. Basically the portal is gonna be in a big, huge room, and hopefully by the end of the episode you'll kind of get why it's in a big, huge room. I think it's like a 15 by 15 is what I tested. I'm going for a certain effect. I'll just say that. Oh gosh. I'm going for a certain effect with the room, and the bigger the better. But I don't want to be like mining out a 64 by 64 room by any means. 15 by 15 will be plenty. So, and it's going to be a square. So like from this will be the center. So it'll be like 7 blocks that way, like 7 blocks that way, 7 that way, 7 that way, like a cube. So I have to get that mined out. I'm going to sleep really quick. This is taking forever. I'm just over half done. And it's taking like 30 minutes. Alrighty guys, so we have finally got this roughly 15 by 15 room cleared out. It took so long. I wasn't able to finish it on like the day that I started. I had to come back to it today, which is the day afterwards. But we finally got this dug out, and now I have a lot, and I mean a lot of black concrete. So, or actually right now it's the black concrete powder rather. I figure we'll just dump water all over it at the end of it. But I'm going to transition here into a little time lapse actually while we get this thing building. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I will be back in just a little bit. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed that time lapse. I had a pretty fun time making it actually. So now I think that you'll be able to tell the theme that I'm going for. So I'm basically going for an entirely black nether portal room. So my portal is going to be suspended in the air, and I'm going to have like a walkway walking out to it, and that's going to be all black as well. And in the end there won't be any torches here, and I'm going to be placing some glass down at the bottom. That's going to be how I'll spawn proof it, and I think it's going to look pretty good. And then I have a couple subtle decorations in mind, but nothing too fancy. I more so want this to like to walk in and feel like the portal is just surrounded by a void. You know what I mean? I don't want you to get the sense that you're even in a room necessarily, if that makes sense. Obviously, that's why I said like bigger the better for this one, but I just don't have the patience to build something that big yet without a beacon. So from my testing and creative though, this size was pretty good still. So I'm just flooding this last little part with water so we turn into concrete instead of the concrete powder. And once we do that, we're really quite close. So let me see here. So I'll leave this and this as cobblestone, and then this, and this can go like that. Give them some water. There we go. So now I just have to, oh shoot. Okay, now I just have to get the top filled in. And once we get the top filled in, we got to fill this in with glass and get the portal in here, and we'll be pretty much good to go. So I'm gonna finish up the top really quick, and then I'll catch back. I'll swing back in just a little bit. Alright guys, we are pretty much done with what I wanted to get done for the nether area. So let's take a look at it. So I've haven't added anything to this. I realized when I was going through that I don't have any slime balls. So that's going to be a future project. Actually, it's going to be a very near future project, as you'll probably see in upcoming episodes. But so for right now, we just have this iron door. It's only temporary, and this is what we have working in the nether room. I think it's great. Like when you walk in here, unless you are like really focusing on the corners, you can't even tell that this is a box. It almost feels like you're in the void. And then I've added the purple glass. I'm not sure about it. Let me know what you think. I think it just makes the room have some nice atmosphere. So I'm going to keep it for now, but if no one likes it, I'll happily remove it. And I just cover this with carpet so nothing can spawn, and then there's glass down there. So yeah, this is really cool. I haven't changed my nether portal location, like in the nether, or to move and make a hub or anything yet, but that'll be in the future. So yeah, really happy with this, and then I'll show you what I've been doing outside too. So I got a little bit carried away, and I didn't feel like recording. For some reason, I just wanted to get going on it. So as you can see, I've done a lot of terraforming on this side wall here. I like when like the sides of hills are made of stone. It makes it feel like it's like a nice stone rocky wall, and I don't know. I think it's a good start. I definitely think the bushes add a lot to it, and then all of the different slabs and stairs. I don't have any stairs in here. All the different slabs and full block combinations of cobble and mossy. I think it's a good start, and I think it looks really. It's a good start to looking organic. You know what I mean? I need to do some work up top there, so it's not just like straight across. But we can work on that more in the future as we develop this area more. And then I really like this stony area. I kind of want to extend it out over here, perhaps. Yeah, and then I've just added these nice pillars with the little roof. I think it's a nice entrance. And then I want to talk about the path too. So you might be able to tell, maybe not. I've really toned down on the usage of like stone and dirt in the path, and I've changed the path more so to mostly actual path blocks, and I find it looks a lot better. I'm getting a little bit too carried away with texturing, I'm noticing, and I need to be okay with having bigger chunks of a certain area be like the same block, because you need it in some instances. And I think this is one of them, you know what I mean? So I really like this so far, and yeah, that's gonna do it for me, guys. So I've been grinding a little bit off camera for what's gonna be our next project, and I'm really excited to get started on it. But with that said, that's gonna do it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed, and any comments or questions, let me know down below and I will answer them. Thank you.